Alright, abusia inchi on yensan so mo akwa ba me channel so ha eda so aye be media gh abusia be so wase ene any day di kan wani twa channel so abusia be so wase be subscribe e dey amebo notification bell no so for more podcast update na abusia for ene top MPP guru aba bonten aba be expose ensem ene enoma e koso within the MPP. Yes, we free MPP headquarters na abusia we leaky enoma na say ensem a koso ewo MPP headquarters we leaky na cheni semu a ontumi hide this ansem we bio time aso say okasa na abusia yente ensem o de tudwa ene expose o de ba bonten efa ono a ni party MPP party ho emra sese ha eda so aye be media gicha so be se wase enani de di channel so a e be se wase be subscribe e de amai bo notification bell no so for more podcast updates eda
so na nyame na mi kotuno every national ene ba se oye obi nipa ntimi ntu omo that time na yakosi janfio odotobli ba so a kumawu keti hamon asokwa ene form na yentu omo na me so me pena so
national na se tu omo
from national ene eba
ari ntino muntu omo
so you will become or yalan jamatin
entina order na free say muntu omo
me na the think na me na me catch me na me you be am twatro de shema de no ya me
enti de ekoso nya na nya wa bana sa odi wanim na aba
ni na ko hwe become na bi say KTM omo twa letter bi to social media na say me na me ko di defend me na me di nhyase KTM mu ade adance for yempe no to mo fra me a na KTM ni dambotwi ene wa etifa akon wakra me so ngo kuma se na mbuza o me se sa abrofo me make me akre me school na me ko sa abrofo me ntimi nkre enya me a me di na o di abesha me ni pa o twere abrofo no wa efra me se me nko defend me se me nye afoko ni ko be Japan problem me abakutu fo fie me ti obi agenda ye miska ne enkoye me nko di animu me se me ntumi nso mu ngofa bo ha machim ko ni pa no monye bra na me nka bibi nche politics ye na bibia ye wiase bia ye benya so akatua
nti wo mkwa nkofro
da me se me ma ye boni anyakopon ontua me kan tete me nam ba mo so akatua ne nkome ma so
etinesa afoko ni ko be ba it was an agenda
da me se me timu bi even na na mampoma nka wo metwam ye de to no so se ne mprane ai bibi sapon papa ye wo firi mu so mo bakaya enti na region wo ye mfane nya hwe omo ya agenda na bitimbi mi ana mi fa fon frɛ no sese no mo de ba mi so no mo nim se na na ma mpoma no ene me yire nyina ya busuafo me yire omo nyina na ya baako
na se we election shenanigans
masa yi
yem fa kwa bi so
na you fro
na elections in
da ni nyina so ye nipa baako o rigi no ade be puchi me no bodi di the party ankopa obi ma e ya sa branch no
o na shishe sa ni
na mi kachi no
anjo botu me twantro to so
abra na nka me yede na me ni untimi yenya problem be di ochi 8 years am ya ba power by abansi ka yenni ye tafre ho
no kure
akwasi ndi benya bi na se ye pam mi firim afi na be ko kula na bi suru because other say you bit me a poison or ye dia sembeto so no firim asem no de na ba kwa beto so wo fom na omo ani pushi ma me koye na me hwem no say David I have to find my way
enti di ankrofo ka se ya to aba wie MP we oye we hu nipa ye nkotu no de wo kin se na ye tete na se eye no kure se ye hwa brand we ya ye ko election wa moaye enti ye nkotu no
eye no kure ndi kumba so ba so yare be no yare pressure ako ti can go and ask him why am classmate in year from 5 from Jacob
ede Jacob wo mo se na de betu no
ya ti o mo try wa ablante no e popular ho
I am 3 times
enanfa
ti 4-1
no be kan no
tina ye se de oba ni na be gina no o mo resource no
KTM e de no man fa anya no mi sorry gina say no way KTM ne yire eye me nanaba
okay
more view have Ahmed me wo fa no
oh Ahmed ya
me so from na
yeah more view have
me ma me wo fa no
KT yire
ne yire eye me wo fa ba me nanaba
KT more view have Adams
ne baba
na KT ware no okay say KT so ye Asante Kremo Ahmedia.
Ahmedia. Yen nyina ko bi da. O ti ase. Na me hwa de papa e de no aya. Yen nyina ko akufo ado e wo otumfo fie na wo de nyame na se hia so. E na kasakasa kakra ba. Na onse keti yamon ono we govia. Nti okura president wona wuntimi se ompre. Mse mi gina misumini wuntimi na nyam ni keti yamon ko e. I'm so calm na dia we dey say mfata we papa penyi. We senior brother. Me pray. So keti yamon sa ti do try. O papa. O bra. Ni keti kura ni kam no so keti. Etu. So no so nyamre.
Jansa me ti say tu bi
na na mi gina mu bi. Na afei me call me free wuntimi achi. Na me call makonta was masse. Ni kasa ya ni free mu. E free mu. Afei didi e besi tai say umu president titi yentu no. Na ye betu no be fa me masse no no be fa me so.
Ene kutu no.
Mi kutu no. To me one ye frame nkran.
John Mahama person or access all CEOs because reshuffling needs to be done. Some people are supposed to be sacked. Some people are not performing. Some people are not working. They are below average CEOs. President Mahama say, will be tied any CEO of any state-owned enterprise who by the end of April hasn't done their audit and presented an annual report. President Mahama say, Musionka any CEO awo Ghana or no appointed. Say by April, on krata semina on can see any way and presented annual report or say Musionka. So what's your CEO? John Mahama na appointed. We a Juma or any of the state-owned enterprises. John Mahama said by end of April, we need to see everybody's audits. You need to present your yearly report, your annual report. John Mahama's government, we are going to reshuffle. And your output, and a bachelor say, you still have to be there or not. It is not about the fans you are getting on Facebook. It is not about NDC grassroots liking you. It is not about you putting nice pictures on Facebook. It is about your delivery. President will assess every single CEO. We will check your output. And their impact now to me make here. Revenue send out to me create here. Or to me the bar system. Nipa send out to me create here. If you fall short, what the president is going to do is he will have no option than to make sure say was or pamo. Yakase CEO, PZ for Montias CEO. Abanjuma omo de da no. Eye impeniform de da abanjuma no. Ye from chief executive officers. PZ formati. Into CEO, chief executive officer. Obia oda abanjuma no bia no. Ye from chief executive officer. Uye CEO no. John Mahama say, Yama we juma mu wedi. Eye April ebe e was so de nkontabuo eba. Afia wo ye adwuma no won konta no e wose ye hu nkontam na ye hwehwehwehwem na ye hu dwuma dia wodi adwuma a wodi no e de mfaso bra aban no utumi bie nyoma utumi boa nipa aban pese ohu every say untumi ntena eye sa office wo na won kan kire say wo ye CEO na wodi nkwasi asem say weni wadwuma nso ani a aban wo ho kwan say anajo Mahama wo ho kwan say obetwoto akonwa na wo ma obi abehye ho. Into all the CEOs, PZ4, what is CEO, and Catholic Executive Organization, a Chief Executive Officer.
Machia, me senior brother Bralex, na Machia, Wankasani, Ghana for Omu Tie Anopa, we are Musanshare or Facebook. So now permit me this morning to extend my warm good morning to Madame Fubakubipa, a friend of Kobitano. Kobi no ye the CEO of LC Petroleum or ya obi a we Madam Fupaya omo no mo support ye kakra enti Kobi eni ujuma for LC for ni nyina michiamu anopa we ni ejuma mu ye ma o my Ghana enti Kobi tano michiao. Well, the issue about VAT and tax is a very important feature as far as our development is concerned, but we must also admit, say, as a country, no, we are failing over the years in terms of how we inculcate tax education into business people and people who are operating various businesses. And now be to say most of the businesses now they operate within the informal sector. And the informal sector for no, they are understanding about tax, calculation of tax and all those things sometimes are very limited. So your best threat GR reform say it is not about the quantum at which you increase a percentage in tax, but it is about how many people are paying tax and how flexible is the tax paying regime and how reasonable is the tax that they pay is what will incentivize people to really want to pay tax. And dia aboso kai for omu kansisia dia ube utioni uti papa ni ya ube hu say any dia bra let's say can ube hu say it is just a matter of misunderstanding and miseducation. Now they may also have a point because bra, if you are running a business now ideally the tax component is 4%, and then you are able to move the tax straight from 4 to 20% there, it is problematic. It is problematic because at the end of the day, no, the cost come back to the final consumer. And we are trying to say to the people that our disposable income as citizens no, are very poor. Obimunu omu salaries are very, very poor. At the end of the day, when you pay a salary, by the time you deduct all your taxes from the salary, no, sika obimunya as their take home, which we call disposable income, no, are very, very insignificant. So instead of looking at taxing the same people over and over and over again, we should widen the economy of this country. We should have an enterprise economy. It is only in an enterprise economy where your revenue lines to build the country is double, is in multiple folds. But if you have a country where your revenue line is always limited to import duty and on these consumable taxes that we pay, then we are going to run into a ditch. And to your best stress, and what also pains us or pains people who are into the informal sector operating business, that government also don't give you any incentive. They don't incentivize you. They don't try to capitalize your business. And then if you are a business person and you want to seek a small loan to improve on your business, do you know the challenges you go through? Because government is not ready to incentivize anybody. So at the end of the day, no, it becomes survival of the fittest. And to your best rabbi said, if you want to improve on tax, if you want to improve on your revenue, if you want to grow your economy by depending largely on what you're able to mop up within the system there, then there must be a deliberate effort to incentivize businesses, capitalize them, make sure say they are well to do, good enough. Say, when I capitalize you, now and let me see, I am asking you to pay 20% tax, or I'm asking you to pay 30% a VAT tax. At the end of the day, no, they know that you have incentivized. But then again, they say they are bra less no, even though it is going to the consumer. But if the paying is by the consumer, don't you think say a lot of agitation in the country? The agitation will be high. So I would have wished say if you are increasing tax, it should be progressive enough that people can accommodate it, they can appreciate it. So you don't move it from 4 to 20 at a go. I disagree totally with that. I don't disagree with it. If assuming you are moving it from 4 to 10, now you use the 10 as an education basis. Now after the education has gone well with microphone, now then now you can move it from 10 to 15, then from 15 to 20. But at the end of the day, you don't just wake up and do that kind of tax increment and accept and expect everybody say they'll accept it like that. When at the end of the day, salaries are not increasing, utility bills are increasing. So where are they going to get the money from when you are increasing the taxes? And to your best stress, Aban and GRA should look at the progressive rate of increasing taxes. But then again, the tax education too is very, very, very poor. On the engine too, I am sure Brad Les will admit to it.